Hi everyone, so I'm back with another journal to share with you. This is also a design team project for the old design shop, and you'll find a link below. There possibly still could be a 50% sale on. I didn't check before I started the video. I will link all the kits that I used in this below so that you can go and check them out for yourself. I used various kits, including some of the new kits that are out as well. The only thing I didn't, that's one of my digitals. So the journal measures 8 by 4.5. It has one signature and it has 40 pages front and back, and it is quite a chunky little one because there's a lot of decoration in this. This is from the ephemera collage kit. I think there's a few of them, so I will link the exact one below. So is this, but I just took a piece of that off of one of the sheets, and like I said, that is one of my images. That's a freebie actually on my coffee shop. Stitched all around. I've got eyelets, I've got fabric, and this has been tea stained, I think, or coffee dyed, one of the two. This will also be listed over on my coffee shop. I will put a link for that below as well, and you can check that out. I'm just going to make sure that I'm in frame. I am, and try not to move. Right, because I'm trying to hide all the mess that's everywhere else. Right, so these images are from the ephemera neutral, I think, is it the neutral grunge? There is quite a few of them, but like I said, so there's two images here, and I just layered that one on top of there. These from one of the ephemera kits, and it's like French checks. This is, I believe, that could be a freebie, might not be, I can't remember now. Here we've got a little pocket, and this is, the name of this kit is called Vintage Rose Garden. And we've got some more ephemera there, and we've got these are, what are they called now? Can't remember. I will link it below. I'll link it below. We've got a vintage book page there, and that just slots in there. Made some tabs, and here I just decorated this. I didn't decorate this one because I had that image and I thought that was a good spot for journaling. The butterflies as well from the kit, and that's from that same Vintage Rose Garden kit. This is from the ephemera neutral kit, and then I popped on a sticker, and then these are just some little labels from the old design shop. I'm trying to think what they are called. What they called? Number labels. They're called number labels. So that goes in there. I've done some stenciling here with like a homemade texture paste. It's not a great big thick one, and it doesn't crumble when you bend it around, so it's quite cute. Here we've got a flip up. I didn't decorate that because of the flip up, but you could put a little something on there. And then here we've got a stenciled tag. Got some more ephemera. Then this is from one of the kits, and I've just done some layering and put it onto some coffee dyed cardstock. And then this is just a little flip up, somewhere to journal. Some squared paper, coffee dyed, a fabric trim, a fabric ruffle trim, another pocket here, that lovely bird cage, how cute is that? And then we have this image here, and a stenciled tag there. We've got an envelope there, and inside the envelope there is a check, and I tore down the side just to make it look like it's been around for a while. That goes there, and it's all been stitched, and it's opened there, and I've just popped in an index card with a bead dangle there. So that's that. Little tab here, little pocket, a vintage book page, tag there, it says little moments, big memories. You can journal on the back. We could cover it over if you wished. Just a little journaling card there, just some layers from some of the kits. This is a flip out, and that flips up, so I thought you could journal or you could add little photos on there. We've got a tag in there. I just popped a sticker on that and added some fabric trim there. And then this is from I can't remember the name of that kit actually. Vintage, French vintage something, I think. It's because I use so many different kits. Excuse me. This is also opened at the back, but that was too big for that, so you could tuck something else in there. More stenciling here. Little crossover pocket. That was the first time I'd done that. That was inspired by Terry Woods many moons ago. And some ephemera there. That's from the old design shop, so is the image. That goes in here. I just stuck the sticker on and the number label there. And actually, how does that go? I think that might go like that. It does. That's how it goes. We've got some lined paper for journaling. Center of the signature, and in there I've just 2 pockets, and I put the butterflies, the same ones, the same labels there from the old design shop, and a stencil tag. And I can't remember what kit that's from, but like I said, I'll link everything below. You can go and check them all out. Just tied that in the middle. Here we've got another pocket, another stencil tag, another tag there. There's loads and loads of journal opportunities in this, you know, with the blank pages, and you can write on the backs of everything. That comes off there. That was a piece off of one of the sheets, the ephemera collage kits, and I just popped that on there with the little label that I made. Not label, tab. That was from one of the collage pages, and this is from one of the French ephemera kits, the vintage French ephemera kits. And that just paper clips on, just to hold it all in place. Some stenciling, a couple of little pieces there, put the sticker on, and then that number label. I did stitch around most of the pockets. You can barely see it, but you can feel it. And that flips out there. And then we've got a flip up there again for journal or add photos. Another tag here. And then this piece, French check, that goes in there, and that's opened as well, so that's a little tuck opportunity there. And then here we have got I put that image on top of this from the ephemera, grungy ephemera kits, and then I believe this was a freebie from the old design shop on the blog. So I want this little pocket, so it's a flip up here, like what do you call that thing? There's a name for it. Anyway, that's that. Then that lifts up, and inside there we have got a little journal card there. I used 2 pieces there and then popped that on the top. And this is some vintage French ephemera, and that goes in there. Waterfall effect, that's what it looks like. Then another index card with some stamping and another bead dangle on there, and that just tucks in the back of there. Some square paper and a ruffle. Here we've just got another flip, corner flip, where you can journal in there, and a tab, and a little flip up there, an alterations tag with an image on there, a stenciled tag, and then some ephemera just there. We've got that tag, and that all sits nicely in there. Some more stenciling, another tag here, little butterflies. That flips out, that can all go in the back of there, and that's just a couple of layers on this image here. And some more vintage French ephemera, that goes in there, and I think I have that moving around now, and that there, and then that piece here. So that is the journal. Fun to make. I love using the papers from Julie's shop they coordinate so well as well. And the links below will be to Julie's shop, but also I will link each kit that I've used for this design team project. I will also list where you can buy this, and just read everything on the listing. I will have all the sizes and everything on there as well. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you give me a thumbs up. You can leave a comment, you can share the video, and yeah, so thanks very much. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.